Oops. Okay, I didn't mean for this to be just me on a movie recording here, but I think we can just do it this way because I'm not going to be leafing through anything. Um, these next two exercises are due in 2 weeks. Give you time to get caught up and things because I had one of your fellow students in my office today. We had a nice meeting and everything's going. And I realized, whoa, I'm putting you guys through some paces here. I mean, I definitely ramped up the volume on the class this semester. So this is ease it back down. I hope you enjoyed this article. Some of you that were math phobic, which is probably about 80% of you, and I'm not just meaning because you're taking a 100 level science class. I'm meaning 80% of the American population um, couldn't stand algebra or algebra 2 in high school. They just didn't get it. Okay, and I know my finance and accounting majors out there go, how could they not get it? I it's I taught math for 10 years in the inner city, and some kids get it, some kids don't. You can make the class enjoyable. So what you try and do, what I tried to do was just, um, uh, in other words, when you're a nurse in the for the wounded, the best you can do is just keep them comfortable through a horrible situation, and that's pretty much was my modus operandi as a math teacher. And we'd try and do some fun stuff and do some real world things, like learn how to calculate the probabilities in dice and the probabilities in football games, other business type thing, decision making, the lottery, the mathematics of the lottery, mathematics of voting. There are all kinds of cool mathematics that you can do. In fact, one of the most fun courses I ever taught was when while I was teaching high school math and I was an adjunct professor at Johnson County Community College. I taught this course called Discrete Math, and it's all the cool math that you need to know. It's like, oh, unless you're going to be a scientist, engineer, or an accountant, or a finance person, or a scientist of some sort, where you got to use a lot of mathematics. I know some of you, a lot of you are not a lot of you, but some of you are psychology majors, and you have to use a lot of statistics too. But in psychology, you don't have to derive the statistics. You just have to use the statistics. Okay, and that's different from the way a mathematician approaches statistics. Uh, it's kind of like um, I can drive a car, but I sure as heck don't know how to build one. All right. So anyway, I forgot I got my thing. So you're getting texts from my daughter here during this thing too. Enjoy these next two lessons. You have 2 weeks. Don't gaff it off till the very end. This one is a very basic. Read the article and answer the questions. And then the next exercise, number 6, is actually you watch this little 12 or 14-minute TED talk given by this very dynamic math teacher, 8th grade math teacher, and talking about teaching algebra and who really uses it, who really needs it, and then you'll get a chance to tell me, and I grade these and I read them. You'll get a chance to tell me about your experiences in mathematics. Some of you will be like, I just always got it. I never knew what the problem was, and some of you will be like, it was the most I don't want to sway you in how to get started or anything like that, but it's almost to a T. Everybody loved math, arithmetic when they were in kindergarten through 5th grade. Once they hit 6th grade, that whole pre-algebra thing, they hated it. Everybody liked little division problems, playing the little games, and things like that with math, dealing with sets, dealing with shapes, color, not colors, but shapes, and looking at populations and things like that you do in up to 5th grade mathematics, and then pre-algebra starts, and the wheels fall off for a lot of students out there. And is it necessary to put them through this pain? I don't, I don't think so, but everybody has a very, very strong opinion about it, and it'll be your chance to voice yours in 3 paragraphs or more. Some people go off on this assignment and write quite a bit. I mean, it's like a cathartic exercise that they go through. So enjoy. And the other video that's on here is a John Oliver video. Now, we do have to be fairly savvy about how we look at science and things like that. So I'm hoping that's part of what this class teaches. And John Oliver goes off on scientific studies and how people read them and how they are the mainstay. These cockamamie scientific studies that has a N value of 12 subjects, and it finds its way on the Today Show or something like that, and they all sit around and talk about, oh wow, let's eat more chocolate and lose weight. What, what, you know, and you'll see, you know, I sometimes though I've got to be careful here because I know that Congress, it's kind of a favorite thing of a lot of congressmen sometimes is to bash the National Science Foundation for studying. You know, why did we spend $100,000 on looking at the jumping ability of fleas or something like? I mean, I'm just talking. I'm pulling something out of the hat. Well, you know, there is a billion-dollar industry, billions of dollars of industry out there in pets, okay? And we need to know about fleas. Sorry, people, you know, so it's the study will sound like it's crazy. Like, why are we studying, you know, pond scum in Micronesia? Well, there could be diseases. There's, you know, you never know where it's going to go. And we need expert, and sometimes just knowledge is a good thing. You all have a lot of knowledge, and I'm hoping this lesson gives you more, and enjoy it. This is supposed to be a 2-week assignment that you just kind of let wash over you. We're taking a little break. I've rode you hard and put you away wet here. So we're going to kind of take it easy, and then once the week of October 12th rolls around, we'll start getting new assignments in. Okay? All right, because we've done a lot already, and shoot, we're only 5.5 weeks into the semester, and I've given you about 10 weeks worth of work compared to other semesters. So out here, enjoy, and I will talk to you later.